I have a quick joke. Knock knock. Well, it's not me. Hey guys, it's Barry here from No Hands, No Worries, sitting here in beautiful sunny Thailand at one of the beautiful temples here in Pattaya. Today I've got some super exciting news. The government's just announced that the test and go is going to resume on the 1st of February. So if you're planning on traveling here in the next few months, I've got all the details you need to know. So just going to have a quick explore of this beautiful temple. I'll head home and let's get into it. I'm back in the hotel room and it must be time to celebrate. Cheers. But before I have too many of these, let's get started. Just to go back a few weeks, it was announced in early January that they were suspending the test and go program due to the ongoing Omicron threat, but the government's realised the Omicron's not quite as severe as they thought, with most people being obviously asymptomatic or obviously no symptoms at all. And also adding to this the strain to the tourist industry. Currently, as I record this video, there's only two ways to enter Thailand. That's either via the AQ hotel quarantine in Bangkok, where you've got to stay for 10 days in your hotel room, or via the Sandbox. The Sandbox wasn't a bad alternative, but you did have to book 7 days in a Shah Plus hotel, but at least you were free to travel the island. So if you're planning to travel to Thailand, the good news is that the test and go has been reinstated, and you'll be able to apply as of the 1st of February. From the official TAT website, it does state that the process to apply will open from 9 AM Thailand time on the 1st of February. So best case, you might be able to enter a couple of days after the 1st of February or a week or two after, just depending on how quickly your Thailand Pass has been approved. I just want to mention that these proposals haven't been gazetted yet, so if the wind changes, so could some of these requirements. But if they do, I'll make sure I provide an update, so please subscribe so you don't miss out on that. So there's some new requirements for the test and go, which I'll explain now. So travellers from all countries can now enter under the test and go, which means they've removed the 63 previously designated countries, which is a big positive. You are now required to book 2 PCR tests, one being on the first day of arrival and the second on day 5. This is the first big change, as the original test and go only required you to have 1 PCR test and book a SHA hotel for 1 night. Along with this, you'll need to pre-book a SHA Extra Plus hotel, which have contracts with the hospital, on day 1 and day 5 of your Thailand trip. Between day 1 and day 5, you can travel anywhere in Thailand. On day 5, you will need to attend your pre-booked hotel for the second test and stay in the room until you get your results. There are some additions to what are already required, so in total, to enter Thailand and apply for the Thailand Pass, under the test and go arrangements, you'll need your proof of hotel booking for day 1 and day 5, 2 RT-PCR tests, pre-booked and paid, your vaccination certificate, insurance covering up to $50,000 US, and a PCR test within 72 hours of flying into Thailand. All in all, I think this is a good step in the right direction, and a good way to enter Thailand if you're not wanting to avoid the sandboxes. So there's 3 other bits of news that have come out this week that I want to talk about. They have extended the sandbox program to new provinces, which include Chonburi and Koh Chang. So if you're wanting to head to Pattaya or Trat, these are now options. Second, a sandbox extension program will be introduced between Phuket, Phang Nga, Krabi and Surat Thani, where sandbox travellers can travel within the destinations during the first 7 days in Thailand and can change accommodations 3 times. So just to be clear, you need to book 3 different hotels. So it means if you're heading to Phuket, you're not restricted to the island as long as you have pre-booked your other 2 hotels. And the last bit of news is they've extended the hours to buy alcohol from bars or restaurants or bars that serve food, classified as restaurants, from 9 PM to 11 PM. If the bar scene interests you, now is the best time to head to Thailand. So what do you guys think? Personally, I'm not a fan of having to book a Shah Plus extra hotel on day 5. If they really wanted us to do a test, they should have set it up the same as the Phuket Sandbox, where you can just book a RT-PCR test at a designated centre. It doesn't make sense to me, the requirement to stay to be able to travel between day 2, 3, 4 and then lock yourself into a hotel on day 5. At the end of the day though, this is a step in the right direction, and it's amazing to see this beautiful country starting to open up. As I mentioned earlier, if there's any updates, I'll definitely be making a video, so please subscribe so you don't miss out on that. Also, if you need a step-by-step guide on the Thailand Pass, I've made a video dedicated to the process, so click on this one up here. I hope this has been helpful, and as always, don't forget, no hands, no worries.